Today, let us consider a common problem in which doors of fridge cannot be closed. This situation occurs when a huge amount of ice is produced inside the fridge, uh, particularly on the upper compartment, that is the freezer. So, before finding its solution, let us consider what is the mechanism by which doors of fridge are closed. The doors of fridge are closed due to vacuum produced inside the fridge. This vacuum is how this vacuum is produced. When you open the door, the cool air rushes outside, while the external air along with water vapors enters into the fridge. When you close the door, due to the low temperature, the air continues shrinking and the water vapors are condensed, and they stick with the walls of the fridge inside, and they are frozen to ice. So this is the actually main mechanism, that is the vacuum is produced, and due to vacuum great suction inside, and the external atmospheric pressure is higher than the inside, and externally it is compressed and internally it is sucked. So this is the way in which doors of fridge are firmly closed. One thing is another important I want to explain here, that when you close the door initially for some seconds, you cannot open the door. It is so firmly closed, because at this time water vapors and air are simultaneously going on shrinking. But at 4 degrees centigrade, you know that water instead of further shrinking, it expands. It's going to expand until 0 degrees centigrade, and eventually all of the water is frozen to ice. And the ice, the density of ice is low. It has its volume is more. So in this way, there is a vacuum is that means that the volume of vacuum is lesser. So in this way you can have that. So in internal pressure is slightly higher, so at that time too you can open the door. This is the mechanism. So when you frequently and many times in a day, you its doors are open and closed all time. Air enters along with the water, and water is converted into ice. Initially you cannot see, but after a few days you can see a thin layer of ice ice cap is produced, and with the passage of time, this amount of this ice is going on increasing, and eventually a lot of ice is produced inside the refrigerator. And at that time, when you open the door, not so much amount of air enters into the refrigerator, and no so much vacuum is produced and no suction. And at this time, eventually when almost a lot of ice is produced, the internal and external pressures reaches to the same almost same value, and the doors cannot be closed. So it's the solution is simple. You disconnect the fridge from the electric supply and let the ice to melt. So when all of the ice is removed, clean it and let it dry. When it's completely dry, then you close the door and on the fridge. Now we'll see that it's the doors will be very firmly closed, just as when you initially started the fridge. Okay, so this is the manual. Now one thing is very important, that the different behavior of water by temperature change is actually is very much important for marine life. You know that the countries where temperature goes very low than 0 degree centigrade, much 4 degree centigrade or more or less, the upper surface of the sea is completely closed with ice, and while inside uh, the sea, you water is at about 4 degrees centigrade, and the main elements enjoy life. This is actually ice on the this is the surface of the upper surface of the water, and below these animals are passing very happy life. So thank you very much for watching this video. I think it will be very helpful for you. Thank you very much.